ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a deep breath and understand something that will change your life. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. You see, when life hits you hard, when doors slam in your face, when the people you thought would ride with you disappear, it's easy to ask, why me? But today I want you to flip the script. I want you to stand tall and declare, this is for me. That pain, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. That betrayal, it wasn't the end. It was the beginning of clarity. You were being pulled out of the wrong room so you could walk into the right destiny. There's something powerful that happens when you stop seeing life as an enemy and start seeing it as your personal trainer. The weight that feels heavy, that's resistance building muscle. The fire you're walking through, it's refining you. The delay you're frustrated about, it's divine protection putting you on a better timeline. Oh yes, sometimes the blessing is not in what you gained, but in what you lost. Because what you lost was never meant to carry the weight of your destiny. And what you're going through right now is not a detour, it's development. You didn't come this far just to survive. You came to thrive. And you better believe you are being positioned, pruned, and prepared for something greater. Every tear had a reason. Every night you couldn't sleep, every moment you wanted to quit was shaping the warrior in you. You have to trust the process. Trust the silence. Trust the shift. Because even when you can't trace the hand of God, you can trust his heart. He doesn't waste pain. He multiplies it into purpose. You're not being buried, you're being planted. So stop asking why it hurts and start asking what it's building. You may not understand it now, but one day, you'll look back and say, that breakdown led to my breakthrough. When life throws challenges at you, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking the world is out to get you. You start asking yourself, why is this happening to me? But the truth is, that question keeps you stuck. It keeps you in a place of pain, of bitterness, of blame. What if instead you asked, what is this trying to teach me? How is this shaping me? That shift in perspective changes everything. Because when you believe that life is happening for you, not to you, you take your power back. You begin to realize that every trial, every test, and every tear has a purpose. The job loss, the heartbreak, the failure, it's all working behind the scenes to push you into who you're supposed to become. It's life saying, you're ready for more, but first I need to stretch you. First, I need to wake something up inside of you that's been dormant too long. So no, it's not the world punishing you. It's life preparing you. It's pushing you to tap into your potential, to grow in areas you've neglected, and to break through mental barriers you didn't even know you had. This mindset shift turns the pain into power. It transforms the obstacle into an opportunity. And once you make that shift, you stop complaining. You stop feeling like a victim. You rise. You start looking at your circumstances and saying, okay, I see you. I don't like you, but I understand you. You're here to make me better. Let's go. Pain is not just something we go through. It's something we grow through. It's the tool life uses to carve out character, to dig deep into places in us that comfort could never reach. See, everybody wants strength, but nobody wants the weight. Everybody wants the breakthrough, but few are willing to endure the breaking. But here's the truth. Pain has purpose. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a signal that transformation is happening. That heartbreak you thought would destroy you, it taught you what real love looks like. That failure that knocked the wind out of you, it introduced you to resilience. That season where you felt lost, overlooked, and abandoned, it was the training ground for self-awareness, grit, and unshakable faith. Nothing in life teaches you like pain does. It strips away the surface and forces you to face who you are, what you believe, and how badly you want what you say you want. Pain gives birth to passion. It humbles the ego. It silences the noise. And most importantly, it awakens the giant inside of you. Because when you've been through real pain, you no longer settle for fake peace. You stop pretending, stop apologizing for your growth, and start walking in your truth with power. Don't run from the pain. Learn from it. Lean into it. Let it do its work in you. Because on the other side of that pain is a version of you that's stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Delay is not denial. See, too often we confuse not now with never. We pray, we work, we show up. And when the results don't come right away, we start to doubt. We start to question if we're good enough, if we heard right, if we're even on the right path. But timing is everything. And sometimes what looks like a delay is actually divine alignment. Think about this. What if you're not waiting on the blessing? What if the blessing is waiting on you? Waiting on you to grow into the mindset that can handle it. Waiting on you to develop the discipline, the maturity, the focus. Because a blessing given too early can feel like a burden. And life, in its infinite wisdom, knows that. So when it doesn't come when you expect it, don't fold, don't lose heart. Keep moving, keep believing, and keep preparing. You may not be able to see the progress, but something is shifting behind the scenes. Doors are being formed that haven't even been built yet. People are being positioned, resources are being gathered. And when it finally happens, you'll realize why it took so long, because what's coming is bigger than what you were ready for. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. Every delay is buying you time to become the person who can walk fully into that vision. So instead of asking, why is it taking so long? Start declaring, I'm getting ready. I'm being prepared. I'm being trusted with greater. Every storm you face is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to develop you. You don't grow when the skies are clear and everything is going your way. You grow when the winds start howling, when things feel out of control, when you're forced to dig deep and find strength you didn't even know you had. Resistance builds resilience. Pressure produces power. And storms, they reveal what's in you. Think about it. Muscles don't grow without resistance. Trees don't grow deep roots without strong winds. And you don't grow mentally, emotionally, or spiritually without facing some turbulence in your life. Those storms that shook you, they sharpened you. They taught you how to pray, how to fight, how to trust, how to endure. See, life doesn't send storms to break you. It sends them to build you, to stretch you, to strip away what's weak and reveal what's strong. When the storm comes, it's not the time to run, it's the time to rise. It's the time to say, this may shake me, but it will not break me. This may bend me, but it will not end me. Because every storm passes. Every storm has a purpose. And when it's over, you won't be the same. You'll be wiser, stronger, bolder, more prepared for the next level of your journey. So if you're in a storm right now, don't curse it. Use it. Stand in the middle of it and remind yourself, this is not the end of me. This is the making of me. Sometimes the doors that slam in your face are the very ones that were never meant to be open. What feels like rejection is often divine protection. You were crying over what you lost, but if you saw what was really behind that door, you'd be thanking God it closed. Every no, every detour, every missed opportunity isn't a setback. It's a safeguard. We've all been there. Wanting something so badly, we prayed for it, fought for it, begged for it, and then it didn't happen. The job didn't come through, the relationship fell apart, the plan collapsed, and in the moment it hurt. It made you question your worth. But now, looking back, you realize that closed door saved you from settling. It protected your destiny from something that wasn't aligned with who you're called to become. You don't always get to see what that rejection kept you from. You don't always get to understand the full picture, but you have to trust that the path you're meant to walk will never require you to chase or beg or force your way through. If it's from God, it will come with peace, clarity, and alignment. If it's not, the door will close. And that's a gift. So don't cry over the closed door. Don't sit outside knocking on what's no longer yours. Lift your head, dust yourself off, and walk forward. Because what's ahead is greater than what's behind. The right door won't just open, it will swing wide when you're ready. And you'll know then, without a doubt, why all the wrong ones had to close. Growth doesn't happen in the light, it happens in the dark, in the silence, in the places where no one's clapping for you, no one's watching, and nothing seems to be moving. That's where the real work is done. See, the seed doesn't sprout on the surface. It grows underground, in a place no one sees. And the same is true for you. There are seasons in life where it feels like you're being buried, like everything is going wrong, like you're forgotten, overlooked, or stuck. But you're not buried, you're planted. And the difference is this: when something's buried, it's the end. But when something's planted, it's the beginning of transformation. In the hidden place, your roots are going deeper. Your faith is going stronger. Your mind is being sharpened. You're being prepared for elevation. Everybody wants to shine, but few want to be shaped. Everybody wants the stage, but few want the silence. But hear this: what God does in you privately, He will reveal publicly in due time. That quiet season, it's sacred, it's strategic, it's not punishment, it's preparation. So stop despising the dark, embrace it, use it. That's where you learn to trust yourself. That's where you learn to depend on something greater than your own strength. That's where you discover who you really are, apart from titles, applause, and attention. And when the time is right, when the roots are strong enough, when the foundation is solid, you will rise. You will bloom. You will break through the surface. And the world will witness what was growing all along. But it all starts in the dark. You have to learn to trust the process, even when the path doesn't make sense. Life has a way of testing your patience, your faith, and your commitment. Not when everything is clear, but when nothing is. The journey to purpose is rarely a straight line. It's full of detours, delays, and what feel like dead ends. But those moments where it seems like nothing is happening, that's where everything is happening. Sometimes the process looks like confusion. It looks like loss. It looks like things are falling apart. But in reality, things are falling into place in a way you couldn't plan if you tried. You're being stretched. You're being refined. You're being molded into the person who can carry the weight of the dream you've been given. And that takes time. The process is uncomfortable. It'll make you question yourself. It'll make you want to give up. But hear me, you don't grow by skipping steps. You grow by surviving them. You grow by waking up each day and choosing to believe in a vision you can't yet see. That's faith. That's trust. That's the fire that builds champion. And when it finally unfolds, when the door opens, when the opportunity shows up, when the season shifts, you'll look back and understand. You'll see why it had to happen the way it did. Every delay made you stronger. Every test made you wiser. Every tear watered your growth. So don't rush the process. Respect it. Embrace it. Trust that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be on the way to where you're going. Because what's being built in the process is far greater than what you're waiting for at the finish line. People will walk away. They'll leave you without warning, without explanation, sometimes without even a goodbye. And it hurts, especially when you gave them your loyalty, your time, your love. But hear this, their exit was part of your elevation. Everyone can't go where you're going. Some people were only assigned to your past, not your future. Sometimes separation is necessary for acceleration. You can't soar if you carry a dead weight. And truth be told, some relationships only existed to teach you what to no longer tolerate. Some connections had to break so you could finally break through. You were so focused on keeping them, you were holding yourself back. So stop mourning over what left. Start thanking God for the release. Start seeing it for what it was, a blessing in disguise. You weren't abandoned, you were aligned. You weren't rejected, you were redirected. The people meant for you will recognize your value without you having to beg for it. Let them walk. And while they're walking, you keep rising. Because your destiny doesn't require their presence. It only requires your faith, your focus, and your forward motion. You're stronger than you think. Life will try to convince you otherwise. It'll come at you with loss, with betrayal, with setbacks that hit so hard you wonder if you'll ever bounce back. But look at you. You're still here. You've made it through storms that tried to take you out. You survived things that could have crushed you. You may have bent, but you did not break. See, strength isn't about being untouched. It's about refusing to stay down. It's about getting back up with scars on your soul and fire in your eyes saying, is that all you got? Your pain was not pointless. It pulled something out of you. It revealed a deeper level of resilience you didn't know existed. The kind of strength you only discover when life doesn't give you a choice but to fight. You're not fragile. You're forged. Built by experience, carved by struggle, refined by fire. And every time you chose to rise instead of retreat, every time you spoke life to yourself in a dark place, you added another layer to your strength. That's the kind of power that can't be taught. It has to be earned.
So don't let temporary circumstances convince you that you're powerless. You've already survived the unthinkable. You've already done what many would fold it under. That means you're equipped for what's next. You have what it takes. Not because life's been easy, but because you kept going when it wasn't. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, trying to force things to happen on your own terms. But there's a time to fight for your dreams. There's a time to let go and let things align naturally. Everything you desire is already on its way. It's just waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. The truth is, you don't have to force your blessings. The universe or God or whatever you believe in has already mapped out your path. The journey isn't about constantly chasing what's next. It's about knowing that what's meant for you will find its way to you. You don't have to compete with anyone or try to prove your worth. What's yours is yours, and it will come to you when it's supposed to. But trust doesn't mean sitting idly by. Trust means continuing to move with purpose, even when you don't see immediate results. Trust means doing the work, showing up, and believing that your efforts are building something that's bigger than what you can currently see. Trust means believing in timing, in divine orchestration, even when things feel uncertain. So stop worrying, stop rushing, stop doubting. Instead, focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, your attitude. The rest will fall into place. When you stop forcing, you open yourself up to the flow of abundance, an opportunity that is already on its way to you. You are exactly where you need to be. Your blessings are already seeking you out. They just need you to align with them. Keep moving forward, knowing that everything is unfolding for you in its own time, in its own way. And when the time comes, you'll look back and realize how perfectly it all came together. So as you stand in the midst of your journey, remember this: what you're going through is shaping you into the person you are destined to be. The delays, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, they're all part of a bigger picture that you can't see yet, but trust me, it's coming together beautifully. Every struggle, every storm, every moment of pain is preparing you for something greater. You are stronger than you realize, and the strength you've gained is taking you to the next level. Don't rush the process. Don't get discouraged by the challenges. Know that everything is happening for you, not to you. Every door that closes, every person who walks away, every no you face, it's all a part of the divine plan, leading you to a place of elevation. What's meant for you will come in its perfect time, and when it does, you will see the wisdom in every moment of waiting. Keep trusting the process. Keep moving forward even when it feels like nothing is happening. Know that everything is working behind the scenes for your good. You are exactly where you need to be. Your dreams, your purpose, your greatness, they're all on the way. So keep your head up, your heart strong, and your faith unshakable.